What is happening? Hey, it's Matt Schoch from PlayMichigan.com. We are here in downtown Detroit, 2 blocks away from Ford Field, home of the Detroit Lions, talking about the postscript of the NFL draft and what it will mean for the Michigan sports betting industry going forward. We got the Panay Sewell jerseys on the way here to downtown Detroit. The Savior is here. The organization is turning it around. Of course, I'm kidding. We kid the Lions. We kid the Lions fans. I'm one of them, so I can do it. Here, hopefully Sewell and Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes are the change that this organization needs going forward. I am dubious, but I digress. Today, talking about sports betting as we do every day at playmichigan.com. Check us out there. The NFL draft was the big story of last week, but it also foretells a story about how things are going here in Michigan with the regulated sports betting market and some of the issues that we need to think about going forward. We got a blank slate here. It started on January 22nd. We can do what we want, make the rules that we want, change things as we go. We took a lot of laws from other states, a lot of the rules and regulations from other states, made our own kind of secret sauce of Michigan gambling. And one of the things we took from Nevada in some ways was that the Las Vegas sportsbooks, they take down the NFL draft betting markets about 24 hours before the draft. Now, in places like Colorado, Illinois, Indiana, places that sprouted up their own sports betting industries these last few years, you could bet up until draft time on Thursday night, also on Friday night, and into Saturday as well. In Michigan, we kind of split the difference between those two. We said that up until 11:59, the night before the draft, you can bet on those first-round markets. You can still bet on the second-round markets up until Thursday night, 11:59, before those Friday selections are made. Same thing for day 3 on Saturday. Late night being Friday, 11:59 for that cutoff there. It doesn't make a lot of sense unless there's reasons given, an explanation for it as to why Michigan decided that this arbitrary rule that is going to happen and why they put it into place. To me, it kind of makes more sense to be like Iowa and Virginia, pretty much wash your hands of it completely. They don't allow NFL draft betting at all. But somehow in Michigan, it was okay at 11:30 on Wednesday night, late night, to make that bet. But when it changes to 12:30 in the morning, after the clock strikes midnight, we've crossed that imaginary threshold where it's no longer acceptable. Now, even before this, we were writing stories, telling folks about it, warning them that, hey, if you look on Thursday, you're not going to find those markets that you can see on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday leading up to the draft in the week. But we also said at the time, checked in with the Michigan Gaming Control Board, they told us that it might change. They might push that back. They might change it if an operator asks for it. Well, that didn't happen. And whether they did ask or it wasn't approved, we don't know that either, which brings me to my next point. Sportsbooks don't make a whole lot of money on the NFL draft. David Purdom of ESPN.com last week reported that sharp money comes in on the draft, and operators can take a bath on it sometimes. The information gets out there on Twitter from the Adam Schefters of the world, and maybe bettors can adjust before the bookmakers can adjust. So it stands to reason that operators certainly aren't knocking down the door of the regulator to ask for more time for draft betting. You can't let the bettors win. That's something that we know we can't happen here in the sports betting industry. What does that mean for Michigan sports betting going forward? Well, I am hoping, as a reporter and someone who keeps an eye on the space, for more transparency going forward. We're going to continue to be exploring why certain markets are offered here in Michigan and why some others aren't, why different leagues are offered, why different sports are offered. What's the criteria? What are the questions that the regulator is asking? There's obvious ones there in terms of the legitimacy of the results. But what are the other factors that go into that determination as the Michigan Gaming Control Board reviews it? As they say, what is the methods that they're determining for what's acceptable and what isn't? All the while, keeping our eyes on the ball for this whole thing, keeping it legitimate, avoiding anything that resembles a scandal here that would obviously upset the whole market in general. And those are some of the things that we're keeping an eye on at playmichigan.com, so check us out there. I am Matt Schoch. I'll be writing about all this stuff and much, much more on the website. So thanks for watching, and check us out at playmichigan.com.